Welcome to Buzzbait. We're back, baby.
Back again. Sorry to all the haters.
For real. If you hate us, we're back. Tragic for you.
If you like us, we're back. Good news.
Your way of something new? Back. Each week.
So how you been? I haven't talked to you in 3 months.
Yeah, for real. You guys have been gone.
I've successfully recorded and posted, I think I'm up to almost 20 hours of gameplay for a 20-minute video and a 15-minute video on my YouTube channel.
Sounds like it's going great.
It's gonna start picking up soon, but these first episodes are so ass to edit. How about you guys?
Do you want to drop your YouTube channel name?
Oh yeah, it's the same as my Discord and my Twitch. It is at @the_gravy train. As I try and fucking pull up YouTube real quick to make sure I have the spelling. I'm pretty sure I know how to spell my username at this point. Yeah, it's at @the_gravy train. If we're doing a video for this, Meg, just flash that up on screen.
Bam. I didn't. Bam.
But yeah, it is. I want to. Hey, Discord, I don't want to @ myself. So if I just hit. I don't want that. That's not what I want to do. Discord, eat my whole dick.
Get it fucking together.
There we go. I just have to move where my cursor is. That's
we're back, but we're still not having it together.
Listen, we're never going to have it together. I've got my good days and I've got my days that I just make it through. But yeah, YouTube channel's going all right. Obviously, I'm just starting out, so it's fucking the train tracks are not, or the fucking, you know what? Move on. Next person.
Meg, how are you doing?
I still want to die every day, but I'm back at work.
Yeah.
So
back
it's even more, actually. Never mind.
No,
I don't know. I said but.
Gotten back worse.
No, I miss the people at work. So that was nice going back and getting to see people.
What about you, Laura?
So, pussy news. Update on my cooch. To those who don't know, back. Which is Clitnito back full force.
If you watch our Marvels content, we talk about it constantly.
So we do reference it a lot. But to those that don't know, which is everybody but the people sitting here, yesterday at work, I busted my cooch bad. Like, it hurt for hours after. It was so bad.
What throws me off though is how you told us. Oh, like
I had to do it through video.
Confused. No, the text to start with.
The fact that you just like messages, I think it was all caps, and you just said, "I broke my pussy."
No, what? No, it was bruised.
I think I said like a bruised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still convinced it's bruised.
Girls
in the central New York area, hit me up if you want to check if it's bruised or not.
It wasn't caps. The caps was Meg immediately screaming, "Clitnito strikes again." You just messaged us and went, "I think I just bruised my crotch." And then we asked for clarification, and you were like, "It hurt." Meg said, "Clitnito strikes again," and you said, "It hurts to stand and walk around." Sob emoji. I accidentally, full force, high speed, whacked my crotch with a wiper blade.
And then I was confused about a wiper blade. And you're like, yeah, like a windshield wiper blade. And I'm like, yeah, but like, what do you mean a windshield wiper blade? It hits you in the cooch. What are you talking about?
And that's why I took a video.
I was going to say, and then we got a video reenactment without all the brutal force.
without the trauma.
To summarize everything that we just said, too long didn't listen, I guess. I
didn't get the
at
video.
Work. Yeah, if you didn't get the video, you're probably not going to. I had a bunch of windshield wipers were coming down. I had to throw them off and then re-put them back on because they were just causing issues. So it was better to just like separate them the best I could. And I wasn't paying attention just how I was holding it and what was coming down. So when the long windshield wiper got caught on another box, because they're facing opposite ways, so when it comes down, it's coming down at like 25 miles an hour.
I was gonna say that video was fast.
Yeah. And this box was just stationary. The wiper blade that I was holding So when it got caught, I immediately felt it go up into my cooter area. Not in my cooter, just like the area. Yeah. No, I was not fucking myself at work. And then because the box was open and I didn't know, and I just pushed the box on the line because I'm like, fuck, it just whacked my crotch real hard. And I threw it on the line. I didn't know that it was open on the other end. And so the little like hanging piece got caught in my undies, which was also not fun and bad. Do not recommend. This all happened in like 20 seconds, maybe less. It was like quick.
Oh.
It was so fast and bad.
What's really crazy is someone's gonna get your Gucci windshield wiper for their car.
Bro, they're gonna pick it up and be like,
buy that item. Probably because it's on clearance because it's a little bit open. They're gonna be like, God damn. What is
I was thinking there's probably some freak out there that like smells wiper blades before they buy them. And so they're picking it up and going, this one has a unique aroma.
I was thinking they can get a whiff. They'd be like, what?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, this one smells unique. I'm gonna
This one
frame
doesn't
it.
have that normal
This one
new wiper
smells
smell.
What?
Oh, this one-
Never smelled like one like this before. I'm keeping it.
I would think that
Buzzbait's back.
I would think that they're doing it because they like that new wiper smell, so they'd be like, "No, I can't get that one at all. That one's not for me." If it's out there
It's like gay. It's like
sniffing-
it'll be a gay man. They're gonna smell and be like, "This is rancid."
Gay man out there sniffing windshield wiper blades. What the fuck?
Yeah, some gay man sniffing. Okay, one, don't fucking judge. He's sniffing windshield wiper blades.
Don't fucking
and then...
judge this man that you made up to smell your coochie windshield wiper blade. What a fucking insane.
It worked. It wiped. I'll say that.
We're buzz back, baby.
We're buzz back.
We're buzz back. We're bust back. We're fuck.
Busting back
Oh my god.
at the haters.
Holy shit. Whew. All right. Great to be back. I missed you.
All right. So we should get into what is changing with the channel and
I'm getting
podcast.
fired.
yeah. So we're I'm firing everybody.
They
this is
decided
the last update.
They decided that they wanted a female only cast, and I refused to get gender changing surgery, so I'm being let go from the podcast.
Yeah, you're the opposite of the rest of the world right now. You're getting let go because you're not trans.
You're not DEI, so you must
Yeah.
DIE.
I don't check any of the hiring boxes that everybody's so fucking worried about.
Did you guys see the titles that I gave you, by the way?
Yeah, I
Oh,
sure did.
Yeah, I changed Colin's from to be determined to doesn't sniff windshield wiper.
I sure don't. Weirdly enough, guys, I'm not.
You should start. See if you smell me soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna be down in Florida, and I'm gonna get your coochie.
And he's gonna be able to determine
With
that.
the car that you
Yeah,
don't
I'm just
have.
gonna pick one up and be like, Laura, I found it. And you're like, what? I'll be like, I found the coochie wiper. This definitely is your scent.
You should message me, be like, so do you smell like, and then get really like specific.
Insane. This
Do
is
you
insane.
smell like Odd Fulfillment Warehouse number 13 with a hint of TCG players still like buried in your bones and jeans?
How did you know?
That card dust, it sticks with you. Well, it would have to be Colin because I certainly can't because I still don't have a sense of smell.
Meg, just fucking get your sense of smell back. It's not that hard.
Maybe if you sniff windshield wipers.
Yeah, maybe if you
I don't
Hear me out. This
want-
might
maybe
be the,
if you
this might be
find
the
the
potion.
cooter wiper.
Maybe
All
the
right.
That's the secret.
This is already
That's
the
the
worst
secret.
episode.
I'll know it's the right one because I'll be sniffing windshield wipers, getting nothing, and then I'll be like, boom, that's the one. I got it
This-
back, and I can smell it, and I know it's the right one. Boom.
This has
power
gotta
of
be
Clintonito.
the worst episode because we have said the term coochie wiper fucking 100 times.
The title.
9 minutes, guys. We got like 50 minutes left.
Oh my god.
Oh, the tears. The tears won't
But
stop.
safe to say, I've been pretty good despite that,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like
good.
I've been, you know.
Yeah, you had a move. That's great. We love that
Yeah,
for
look at,
you.
I'm in my new place.
No dogs
I
barking in
got
the background. No fucking racetrack outside. Sound
Not at
that's
the
the
quality
best
moment.
part.
instantly amazing.
Not at the moment. Laura told me that people are still very loud.
People do. It is like an apartment building complex, if you will. So people do still be loud, but I probably am the loudest person here, so I can't really judge.
That's how we are, because like our upstairs neighbors are super annoying. But then sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, it's 11 p.m. Do we want to play League?" And I will
Mm.
sit in my room and I will scream gremlin noises, and I'll be like, I'm still gonna complain about them every time because they do that shit at like just random hours of the day, and that's unreasonable. It's always at nighttime. I'm a perfectly well-adjusted young lad, and then as soon as the moon comes out, it doesn't matter. I transform into the creature.
Ah, woo. Am I right?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, now your neighbors get to hear you screaming about coochie wipers and your broken puss.
No,
So
thankfully,
maybe they'll start
I
watching
only
the
have
podcast.
one neighbor, and it's the dude on the other side of that wall, the dude behind me. Um, I've met him once, and it was yesterday, and
Oh,
I saw him. He's already useless. So I saw him, and I was like, "How do you work the washing machines here?" And he was like, "I don't know. I've never used them." So I'm like,
oh,
"Okay,
so
you
you
serve
haven't solved
no
the
purpose
puzzle
to
yet?
me." I solved it.
Okay.
I gotta resolve because I texted my landlord and I was like, I have a really dumb question to ask you. Like, you probably get this question a lot. It's probably I know I'm not the first one, but I'm still gonna feel dumb asking it. How the fuck do I wash my clothes here? I've washed my clothes a million other places. I just couldn't figure it out here. But I figured it out. I got it.
You said you spent like 10 fucking bucks.
I spent over like 15 actually.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
It was ridiculous, and
Why?
I'm never doing my laundry here ever again.
That seems like a lot. I don't know what laundromats are like these days. It's been a minute, thank God. Knock on wood before I have to buy a new
Wait, like your
fucking washer.
apartment laundry room doesn't like give you credits to do your laundry?
No!
That's criminal.
I did it just because I was like, okay, I really need like pants and underwear. Like
How
I'm
much you paying
running
in rent?
fucking low. Too much to be paying fucking $15 to do my laundry here.
Now, is it $15 because you couldn't figure out how to do it at first, or is that just what it takes once you figured out the process?
That's just what it took when I figured it out. Here, okay, so I'm gonna tell you how much I paid each machine, right? Because the washers are really small, but the dryers are big, right? So the dryers set price $2.75.
Which, if it goes in like an hour load and dries it, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad, right? Because that's exactly what it was. Each dryer, I think it was like 88 minutes, and it didn't even need to be in there that long, which worked fine for me.
So one dryer. Nice.
But the washers, again, because they're small, they're a lot smaller. They can hold a lot less than what the dryer can hold. I don't know why it's set up like that, but whatever. One dryer is only $2, and that's the one that I figured out immediately. That one was easy. I put my money in, go.
Washer, you mean?
The washer, yeah, sorry. And then the 3 other washers, I could not fucking figure them out. But that's because they don't have a price on them. So I thought they were the same price as
$2.
the $2, right? No, those ones are also $2.75.
Mm.
And because they're smaller, I took up 3 washers, and then because they're all done at the same time and different colors, me being dumb, part of the reason it took $15 is because I'm a fucking idiot sometimes, and I just needed clothes quick. So I put one load finished because I figured it out at different times, right? When one load finished, I just throw it in the dryer. I also wasn't sure because these are like kind of older dryers. I was like, well, I don't know how well it's gonna dry,
Mhm.
you know? Like I don't know if the lint's all fucked up or what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I did use 3 different dryers just to test to be like, well, which one's the best one? They all worked the fucking same because I'm dumb. So I bought 3 dryers and 3 washers.
But you know now for the future that you're never gonna use them again.
But now I know it doesn't matter because I'm never using them again. I'm just gonna go down the road to the fucking laundromat and do that.
and
Or
pay $37.
go to my parents and do it for free.
Smart.
you
That's
go.
the smartest. That's the smartest.
That's the smartest, but they're also like an hour away.
Mm.
And you have to see your parents.
And
Sorry, Laura's mom, who I think listens to the podcast. That was a
she listens to a couple episodes.
That was a joke.
I love you, but I moved out for a reason. That's all I'm saying.
On
That's all I'm
God.
saying.
On God.
That's all I'm saying.
But no, I was just gonna update about so right before New Year's, I thought I could walk on uneven ground. Friend invited me to
Meg,
go rock hounding.
renowned faller.
Yeah. And I fell, and the way that I fell was weird, and I kind of like basically punched the ground, and I got a boxer's fracture, and I have not been wearing a splint or treating it properly. And I've been playing Marvel Rivals with a busted hand, but I'm getting MVP on
You ever
Thor.
taunt?
so-
Yeah,
you
but
ever-
it works.
I say, you ever
though.
taunt the people in chat? Be like, I'm playing with a broken hand. You guys fucking
Yeah, you got
suck.
beat by someone with a broken hand. But then when we lose, you can put in chat and be like, I have a broken hand, guys. Sorry.
I do that in league sometimes. Like if I'm drinking while I'm playing, I'd be like, guys, I'm fucking whomping you and I'm hammered. And if I lose, I'd be like, I'm drunk. Sorry, you guys, it's whatever. You guys beat me.
Yeah.
I can't fucking play this game right now.
Well, I'm so full of shit. Justin got that tattoo on his hand. You just see the one piece, all that shit that he
Mhm.
got. He's got like a full sleeve of it, but he got his hand tattooed, and he was playing, and he was talking about he was like, I put lotion on, and I was like, is that supposed to make you better at Marvel Rivals? Like you lotion up your hands before playing? And he's like, no, my fucking tattoo. And I was like, oh, I wouldn't play if I just got my hand tattooed. And then I was like, oh, I'm playing
But
with
here
a
you are playing with
broken
a
hand.
broken hand.
Never mind. I absolutely fucking would play with a hand tattoo. I would never get a hand tattoo because that sounds terrible. It sounds so
I
fucking
want
painful.
one so bad, but I'm also a little bitch, and I know that shit would hurt so bad.
I randomly thought of it because I was we're just talking shit to people. So somebody, we were playing League. There's a game mode out called AR Earth, which it randomly picks champions for everybody, and you can re-roll, and then your teammates can choose the re-rolled champs if they want. And so it's all random, so you can't like pick who you're playing, and there's no like banning champs that you don't want to play against. And then Earth is ultra rapid fire, so your abilities don't have any cost to them, and all of your cooldowns are like as small as they can reasonably be. And so I'm playing, and I was playing mid against another guy. And so we're just playing, and like I killed him like 4 times, and he goes, dude, you're such a fucking bot. And I was like, then why are you losing? And then every time after that, he would only come fight me with at least one other person on his team while I was still by myself, and I would still kill him.
As you should.
And then his teammate would usually kill me, but like I would just message, and I'd be like, am I still a bot? And then finally, like towards the end of the game, he goes, man, shut the fuck up. And I was like, still lost to bot.
In
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals, one day Meg and I, we were playing, and there was someone on our team who was often just like standing in one spot or like running into a wall, right? And so I put into chat like right at the end, I was like, our fucking teammate was a bot, bro. Like that's why we lost. And they messaged back and were like, I'm sorry, like my internet's being really bad right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel bad about it? A little bit. Were they were exhibiting peak bot behavior though? So it's like
And literally, we had a game where somebody was just like, they would just walk into the enemies in our lane and immediately die. And I was like, I can't, like, what? And finally, I was like, yo, type, like, I literally put in the all chat, I was like, yo, Cho, type potato if you're not a fucking bot. And somebody on the enemy, like, the people I was laning against were like, honestly, yeah, for real. If he doesn't type anything, we're going to FF because this is crazy. Because basically, like, the way League works, most champions, when they get kills, they get, like, passive stacking buffs, either from their runes or just from them as a champion.
mm-hmm.
And he literally, in the first 5 minutes, just would, like, jump up to lane, walk into them, and die. Not fight back, not attack or anything. And so, like, in the first 5 minutes, he had died, I think 6 times, 6 or 7 times.
Oh my god.
And I was like, this game is going to become unwinnable if you do not fucking knock this off.
Well, the worst part about the dude that I was talking about is that he was playing the character I'm literally the best at.
Oh,
So
Rocket.
there was no so there was literally no just saving it. If I was Rocket, we would have won. I would have saved it and we would have been fine. But I couldn't be.
Damn.
Hell yeah. I mean,
All
that's the
right.
thing, though, is Lara's like a fucking top
500 Rocket, bro.
I would say top 10. Top 10 Rocket. Quick play, top 5. Top
Fuck
5
it,
Rocket.
I'm top 1.
Yeah,
Actually.
you're number 1 quick play Rocket.
Hell yeah, dude. Hang that shit up on your fridge.
Oh, I will. Can you see my fridge? It's right over there.
I can. It's just out of frame.
That's the thing, though, is like you're not like a heal bot Rocket where you're just shooting heals and you got 2 damage. You're getting like 47 fucking assists, doing like 4k damage and 32k heals, and it kills me every time. I'm fucking like,
I would love to see me doing 4k damage. I feel like I do maybe 1500 at most.
Depends on what kind of game we're playing.
All right, do we want to get into the what the foreseeable future looks like for podcast and channel and all sorts of fun stuff like that?
Yeah.
Meg, did you just get flashbanged? What the fuck happened?
No, I opened up my other screen to pull up the plans because I can't fucking remember what we talked about. That was like
gotcha.
More than 2 days ago, fam. What are we doing? Hey, tell me what we decided on, guys.
Yeah, we were laughing about that, man. When you were just like, "What time are we recording?" I was like, "Didn't we like just talk about this yesterday, a couple days ago?"
I know. I'm like, I thought I sent the message yesterday. I was like, was it farther?
No, I just missed
and then you were
it.
like, "Yeah," and then I just wanted to double check what we were doing. I was like, "Meg, just scroll back in the chat a second."
We sometimes say a lot of stuff, okay? We say a lot of stuff sometimes.
You would have to scroll back, I believe, past all my Sonic memes.
Exactly. Exactly.
To,
and that's distracting. Then I'm distracted. Then I'm looking at Sonic memes again.
Past the second batch of Sonic memes because you thought you sent them all, but you had a few left. Also,
like, now I'm reading Sonic memes and I forgot what I was trying to do.
I'm too lazy. I say too lazy. I've been dealing with a whole bunch of bullshit, so I haven't gone to the gym. But I remembered I have these grip strength trainers, so I've just been at my desk playing like League of Legends and in between games.
Gorilla Grip.
On God,
Handussy.
You're gonna be able to just crush your mouse one day.
There are some days where
so
I've come
mad,
very close. Like we were playing League for like an entire night. We were like having a blast. It was a lot of fun. But like slowly my brain just got fucking so mad because like I kept playing like kind of dog dookie, but we kept winning the games, and it's because one of my roommates is just a fucking hero at League. So, and like the back of my head, like at first I was like, yeah, like, you know, I got a bunch of assists, like I'm helping the team, and then like after like the 4th game, it was just like that voice in the back of my head was like, your ass, you can't play this game if he's not here to carry you. And I just started like got to me, and it got so bad that I literally punched my desk and fucked up my wrist, and I was like, I'm gonna go for a walk, I'm leaving.
It's time to touch grass.
It's like, it's time to go. So I went outside, I sat at like a little pond in our apartment. I sat at the pond and I watched these 2 ducks swim in a circle like 5 times. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go check the mail and then I'm gonna walk back to my apartment.
Good shit.
I've successfully meditated and recovered.
The ducks did it. Yeah, so what the fuck are we doing?
So we're gonna go over let's do the podcast first, since that's what we're doing. You're listening to the podcast, you're here for the podcast. So the podcast, we're gonna be working on our episode consistency and refining the episodes. We have a set time, which we definitely did not do today, but that's okay. Moving forward, we'll work on that.
It's the first time back, you know?
Yeah. But I believe with consistency and refining, we're talking about how we're going to go about episodes, such as like with episode 2 being our most popular episode, one we reference a lot, one that you guys liked a lot, where we kind of had a topic and then we stuck to that topic and talked about that topic instead of just being like, okay, all of us brought 3 random articles, like let's just talk about it. So we're going to be kind of sticking to a theme for the episode.
Which I think in general just gives like a more consistent like listen. I mean, it's rough because like yeah, we're funny as fuck almost all of the time. But then, you'll get like just random stuff and like it's good to know what you're going to get when you listen to a podcast. It to some extent, like,
Was
you're going to
episode
get
2 our robot fucker episode?
Yes, it
Mhm.
is. We started off so strong with this podcast. We were hitting him heavy early on.
Yeah. I think we're too good. I think that's our problem. We're too good, we're too funny.
We're the LeBron James of podcasts, guys. We're
Honestly,
suffering from
dude.
success.
Honestly. And just like we're never going to retire, just like LeBron James, he's going to play till he
On
dies.
God. We're going to be in the retirement home screen sharing and continuing the podcast.
So yeah, so that's a podcast.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all that's changing with the podcast is
So
the theme
just
of
a
episodes.
thought, do we want to do it that we all like bring something to talk about, but it's like the same theme, or do we want to just have like one person bring the topic going forward like we did with
I
questions?
was thinking we all bring something with
following
the theme.
Radical.
Because
that'll
it's
be
not
fun, because
relying
it'll
on
be
one
like somebody will
person to
find an
bring
article that just says like, oh, gophers are eating all the wildlife in the world, and somebody else will be like, gophers aren't even real. And then we'll just get to have that fun discussion.
Yo, let's debate on whether or not gophers are real.
Let's debate on why we let a groundhog predict our future and he's successful.
Honestly,
I literally found a
that's
meme that made me laugh where it was like me aboard an alien ship, the aliens, so the groundhog, and then it goes me, is clairvoyant, yes. And I was like, imagine explaining this to like any other, like even a different country that
What's
like
his
the
name?
US.
Pennsatucky Phil or something?
Yeah, he's got like a fucking 18,000 syllable long name.
So on that same vibe, I think that I sent a video ages ago, and it was like my friends and I have this thing where we like get into like these like fake arguments where like someone will just like come in and then everybody else has to like refute what that person like proclaims. And I think that that's a fun time. Like Colin just coming in and being like a groundhog is 100% clairvoyant.
And then me and you have to be like, no, it's not.
We have to like.
Apparently, one of my coworkers told me, apparently in Florida we have a baby gator that they check the same thing. They check with the gator. I was like, what the fuck is our country? We can't even agree on one unified clairvoyant animal.
Speaking of clairvoyance, I'm psychic, by the way. So I'm about to win the lottery. I don't know if I told you that. Oh, I did tell you that I had a dream and I predicted something, and I literally messaged the person that it involved, and I said, on Thursday this is gonna happen, and then on Thursday it happened.
Which is so freaky.
And I messaged them though, because like, when do you get proof? You get like those deja vu dreams where you'll be like, I dreamt that, but then like, how do you prove it? You can't ever be like, I dreamt that, and people are like, yeah, okay, sure you did. We all have dreams.
Why don't you have a fucking clairvoyant dream that I get the manager position then?
Well, because I can only predict the future, Colin.
Are you trying to say it's not going to happen?
Not on next Thursday.
Somewhere in this mess of sticky notes is what our first topic is going to be for the podcast. And I believe it was inspired by a video that you sent us, Meg, where a like 79-year-old woman got pregnant.
Yes.
And so we were going to talk about just like weird shit that happens with the elderly.
Yes, I remember that.
Most of that weird shit goes back to abuse.
Yes.
Like the fucking.
But we'll make it funny somehow.
But we are gonna laugh at it. Absolutely.
We will make it funny somehow.
I'll save it for the episode that it's relevant. But I already know of a few things where it's like it is technically, when you look at it from a few steps back, that's elder abuse. But when you look up close, that shit's rad as hell. It'll make sense next episode, I swear.
Look forward to that.
Look forward to elder abuse next time on Buzzbait. We're
breaking out of our buzz for box. The joys of elder abuse.
The joys? The pros of abusing the elderly.
Maybe.
The gay Nazis are taking over. So
Oh,
our
no.
YouTube channel.
Truly the most cursed fucking transition topic.
So a couple things are changing with our YouTube channel because money is tight, and just how the economy is currently looking is not favorable. But
it's
I
not great.
have a ton of retro games and like consoles to hook up to my PC for us to record. So going forward, we're going to be doing a bit more retro game focus unless a game comes out that we really want to play, like fucking Sonic Racing Crossworlds. That game looks so peak, and I will buy it for all of us, and we will play it.
You got it, boss.
We will play it.
We will. I will force your fucking hands.
Laura's
Cool.
just like
I likely
secret.
win
Laura's just
if you're
secretly
forcing my
playing
hands.
all
Who's gonna-
3 screens.
We're just commentating at that point.
Yeah, we're not actually there. Laura's just got 3 controllers, and she's just fucking playing the game herself. She's like, "Aren't you guys having fun?" And we're like, "Yes, Laura.
Yeah,
you're
of
having
course,
fun.
Laura.
This is
Laura,
so
yeah, we're
fun.
having fun. No, it's
We're
fine.
having a blast."
So look forward to that. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, you'll probably see a video soon. Eating hardcore beef. I can't say it with a fucking
You
straight
are gonna
face.
see a. I don't want to spoil too much, but just know Meg and I are eating hardcore beaver, and that's all you got.
Yeah, but Laura and I both eating hardcore beaver.
Mm-hmm. It was a team effort.
Truly
Check out
a cursed trio. We will not see the kingdom of heaven, my friends.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what those Christians are saying.
Hell
Anyways,
is gonna
'cause they're
have
gay.
this content, and it's gonna be so much fun.
Find our
We're gonna be
content.
burning in the
That
pit.
is my favorite joke that people started making. I don't remember when it started, but people literally would just like, they'd be in like a call like this or something, and they just like, somebody would say the most cursed thing, and somebody else would be like, "My brothers, we are not seeing the kingdom of heaven."
Yeah, I always think of that. Did you ever or have you ever seen the TikTok where it's that guy? He makes Christian content, but he just made one particularly really funny video where it's him and he green screened himself in like Chinese heaven, and he just goes, "It's fine. I just didn't think it'd be Chinese."
No, I never saw
He's like
that.
shrugging. He's looking around. He goes, "It's fine. I didn't expect it to be Chinese."
Cursed. We're cursed. We are. It's gonna be like we're gonna get to hell and it's fine. I just didn't think there'd be so many Christians here.
Just me
Didn't
like
think there'd be so many gay
accessing the
people.
library of
No, we're
knowledge
happy
I
with the gay
have.
people. It's the Christians in hell that we're like.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Me
I'm
accessing
judgy.
the library of meme knowledge in my head, and it's just the scene from Avengers where it's Thanos going, "You're not the only one cursed with knowledge." None of it's helpful or useful, but god damn it, do I know too much about things that don't matter.
I feel that.
On God.
There's a wealth of fucking knowledge.
Also with the channel, we're gonna be working on streaming more, which is gonna be pretty cool. Probably, most likely, going to always be Marvel Rivals. So if you like Marvel Rivals,
and Lethal Company, we could be doing that more.
And we could do Lethal Company. Leave a comment what game you want to see.
Yeah, we'll stream.
I'll
some
ping you
games.
guys when like a crazy horror game drops, and I was like, "Guys, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play."
We're not only gonna record Sonic Crossworlds, we'll stream it. Bet.
Done.
But yeah, I mean we're gonna be splitting jobs up a bit more as evenly as possible, and I think that will be better for the health of the channel overall.
Yeah, just because like I think we talked about before in our podcast episode before a little hiatus, just like how much Laura was fucking pulling out on doing stuff for the channel, and because she's fucking goated. But I mean, some of the stuff that she finds more draining, I feel like I could take on without it being so draining, and then the issues with my like ADD and motivation and energy levels. which hopefully my energy levels will start to rebound, because turns out I have a thyroid problem. I thought it was just depression making me tired all the time. I don't know if I told you that too. So I broke my hand. My thyroid's also broken.
And you want to die.
My
Wow.
spirit broken.
Triple homicide.
Well, yeah. Can you like think about it though? Your bones are you're both physically, mentally unwell. Of course, you want to fucking die.
Yeah.
I'm not going to die soon, by the way. Well, I'm not planning to kill myself. If anyone's concerned, there's
I'm
no
not gonna die soon.
there's no plan.
Well,
Well, I can't promise anything. You never know what's gonna happen in life. But
I
I
always
Meg's
know
do.
what's
dead.
gonna
Next
happen.
episode.
You just talk about it for like 3 seconds and then you go on to the elder abuse topic like nothing. Just
We'll start the episode. So Meg's gone. She died. Peace be upon her. And today we're talking about elderly abuse.
you know what? I might die though, because we have like a metal roof, right? And it looks like so we have like decent insulation up there, but it looks like between like the thaw that we had like a little bit, and then we got hit with the storm, it
Mhm.
caused like this like shelf of ice. And so like our roof still has like all the snow piled on it, and there's like a 6-inch overhang of like ice um after our roof ends. And so it's like
I see what you're saying.
created like a shelf,
Mhm.
and
It's an
I'm just
overhang.
waiting to walk outside one day and to have it drop down and kill me. So like I could die the next time I step outside my door. My dad was gonna fuck with it, and I was like, well, my dad's gonna die now because he's
I
gonna
do everything in my power to die at work, and it still doesn't kill me.
If only
Like
fucking
glass literally falls from the ceiling. Broken glass.
Oh my god.
And the amount of times I look up and I'm like, please be the day. Like, I'll take my glasses off. Please, for the love of fucking God. Right?
blind me at work. So
And actually, at work, I narrowly missed a glass bottle of, like, balsamic vinegar falling on my head. And I was like, fuck! That was my opportunity!
Damn.
imagine
Like, that was my chance. And I missed it by, like, 5 feet.
But like here's the thing though. Imagine having to tell people that you died by a bottle of balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, falling right on, like, the top of my head.
Like that. Like I'm sorry, Laura. We're besties. We're tight. Love you to death.
It would have been the lamest way to go.
I would literally I would try and learn how to do an animation so I could design you as a fucking Looney Tunes character.
It'd be me standing, the bottle falling, and then just no animation of me, like, falling down, just literally cut to me.
We
on the
use that animation to tell people
I would
Laura
use like
died.
I would use the like cartoon bonk noise when it hits, and then I would just cut to black for a second, and then when the camera comes back up, it's
I'm
just
like
you
Family
like
Guy death pose.
yeah, it's just like you bleeding in a pool. And then just like big
I want nothing
bright
less.
like fucking clip art text that just says Laura's gone.
Womp, womp, womp.
Womp womp.
I just found out yesterday not yesterday, it was a couple days ago, but how I want to go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's end the podcast with that.
Yeah. So a friend of mine, shout out 30 if you're listening, they sent this Reddit thing from the unpopular opinion thread, and it said that people should be buried vertically. Hear me out. Think of all the space we would save. I'm talking about doubling, possibly tripling the amount of dead people room in cemeteries. If capitalism isn't what sells you, think of the environment. Edit, for Christians, when the rapture comes, you're already in missile silo mode to burst out of there.
I don't think that's how that happens, but okay.
And then this image that it was a screenshot of that, and it was posted on Twitter, so then there were responses to that, or X if you will, but I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter. I don't care to dead name it. So somebody responded and goes, we could have giant industrial machines that you load with dead people, and then it just sort of nail guns them straight into the dirt, like pew, 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 straight down into the cemetery.
I thought you were
efficient.
about to say that like we should just load dead people into catapults. I was like, they did that sometimes in medieval wars because dead people's bodies had disease, so they just be like, we're not gonna win this war, so have the fucking plague victim.
That's what I said that I wanted. I wanted to be not quite catapulted, but definitely launched some way, just straight into the fucking ground.
Well,
Well, that'd be awesome.
The problem is the ground is harder than your body, so you would just launch a person at the ground, and like, yeah, you might move the ground a little bit, but really what's going to happen is if you have enough velocity, you're going to explode, and then you've got corpse everywhere.
Yeah, so, but that's what's cool, is you can get tickets for the splash zone, and they'll have, like, ponchos. We'll have, like,
Outstanding.
ponchos, and then it's like, if you're really fucked up, you can sit in the splash zone and just get all, you know?
Splash zone.
Yeah. Can you imagine saying, oh yeah, I got tickets for the splash zone at Laura's funeral. She's gonna fucking explode.
Oh, you got it. We're ending the podcast on a winner. Meg is deceased as we speak.
So thank you for listening. What should
Welcome
we keep
back.
it? Keep it splashy? Keep it wet? Keep it
Cursed. All cursed. My friends, we will not see the kingdom of heaven.
Oh, we've done keep it cursed, haven't we?
Maybe. Keep it visceral.
Keep it visceral, yes.